Hey guys, what's up? My name's Cassandra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So, today's video is a story. I don't really know how to start off with this story, but we're gonna try anyway. So, it's also, what time is it? Let me check and see what time it is. Okay, so it's 8:40 a.m. right now. I woke up at like 7:30, so I've been up for like an hour. That's why I sound like this, because I literally like just woke up an hour ago, haven't like drank anything. I should probably drink some water. It's probably a good idea, right? That's probably a good idea to drink some water. Yeah, so today's video is going to be a story, and I hope you enjoy. I'm just gonna get right into it, I guess. So this story takes place back in, let me see, I have it like all on my phone, like what day it happened, because I like messaged people to like try and see if they could help me figure something out. So it's September 14th, 2018 that this happened. So September 13th on 2018, I went to sleep, you know, just like a normal night, went to sleep. And I guess I should start off by saying that I am someone who has always believed, like I'm pretty sure for my entire life, like I've always believed in God and heaven and Jesus and like Satan, like, and like hell and like demons and all of that. Like I've always believed in all of it. I'm not someone who regularly like went to church or whatever. Like my mom didn't like raise me and my sister like Catholic or anything. Like we don't go to church. But I always believed. But my dad brought me to church when I was like 9 on like Easter and stuff, and like when I went on vacation to St. Kitts and Nevis, like we went to church like every Sunday. We went on like Christmas and like New Year's Eve, and we like were there New Year's Eve so we like celebrated like New Year's Day, like the 12 a.m. thing in church with everyone, and like that was really cool. So that was fun when I went there. Yeah, like, and when I was little, like I went to this like Bible study thing on every Wednesday. It's called Awana. It was super fun. We like played games. We like learned about the Bible. We had like little assignments that we'd have to come back and like show that we like learned and everything on like the Wednesday when we came back. It was just a lot of fun. And yeah, so I've always believed, I've always like done stuff kind of like that, right? And so I go to sleep on the 13th of September, and then, you know, the Saturday, which is the next day, I wake up, and as like, you know, when you're like coming out of sleep, you're aware that you're waking up, but you're still kind of like sleeping, so like your mind's kind of like opening up or whatever, probably. So as I'm coming out of the sleep, I hear the words clear as day in my head. Okay, like I can't make this up. Like I hear the words clear as day in my head. Timothy 1, Corinthians 1 and 2. Which, if you don't know anything about the Bible, Timothy 1 and Corinthians 1 and 2 is like they're like scriptures in like the Bible. I don't know if they're called chapters or like what. Like I'm not like completely familiar with all of that, but I know it's like in the Bible. So I downloaded the Bible app on my phone. I like went to the verses and I like read through them, but like they don't make sense to me. So I don't know like what I'm supposed to do here. Like I also don't know like why these like two like Bible like verses or like whatever, like chapters, verses, like I don't know. But why did they pop into my head? I don't know. So I was trying to figure it out, and so I messaged my dad and I'm like, hey, like this happened, like I woke up with these two, like I woke up with Timothy 1 and Corinthians 1 and 2 in my head, like what does it mean, like blah blah blah. And he was like, I don't know, like, ask your grandma. She goes to church 3 times a week. Like, she's always there. Like, she's really, which is great. Like, it was so cool when I was, like, there and, like, around that. Like, that was really cool. And, so I asked her, and she said that she would look it up. She would look up the scriptures, and she would, like, get back to me. And so she got back to me, and I'm gonna read you what she said. So, like, the way that I described it to, like, her and my dad was I woke up with the words Timothy chapter 1 and, oh, sorry, it wasn't Corinthians, it was Revelations. Wow, my bad. This is what happens when I, like, don't look at my stuff before I start talking. Like, it's all right here on WhatsApp. I was like, I woke up with the words Timothy chapter 1 and Revelations chapter 1 and 2 in my head. Like, that's the first thing that I thought about as I woke up. Like, it's the first thing I heard. I don't know why or what that means, LOL. And then she said, okay, I will check those scriptures. And then I was like, okay, like, I told Dad, he said to ask you about it, blah, 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 whatever, right? We talked a little bit, whatever. That's not really important to the story. And then she messaged me at 9:30 that night, so September 14th at 9:30, and she was like, I'm reading through the scriptures, and I just think you have to let God direct you through. There's a message, the Lord is saying something to you or someone, and you might be the messenger. You have to seek Him and be attentive and open-minded to hear what the Lord's direction is to you. I will be praying for you also, and for charity and wisdom and understanding. You have to seek Him for yourself. So I still have no idea, like, what that means, or, like, why I heard that, or, like, how I'm supposed to, like, do all that. So, like, but recently I've been, like, watching a lot of, like, videos about Jesus and about God, and, like, hearing God's voice and all this stuff, and being closer to God, and just all this stuff. And so I've been trying, and I just don't hear anything. So I don't know what to do, or how to hear Him, or if I'll ever hear Him, or, like, I don't know. So and, like, when I was a baby, I was baptized. When I was in grade 6, I was 12 years old, and I was 11 in grade 12. Bleh. I was 11 in grade 12. What am I saying? Wow, wait, what am I saying? I was 11 in grade 6. Oh my god. It's too early. So, when I was in grade 6, which is when I went to Awana, it was Christmas break, and over Christmas break, I don't remember exactly which day, I just remember it was Christmas break of 2010. And I can't remember if it was Christmas Day or, like, what. I just remember that the Christmas tree was up in my house and my grandparents' house, and me and my cousin were at my grandparents' house, and the way it was set up was, like, my grandparents' building that, like, they lived in, and then, like, my, like, apartments are, like, right beside it. It wasn't even really, like, a building. Like, you didn't walk in, there wasn't, like, a lobby or, like, an elevator or anything. It was literally just, like, one thing. Like, that's literally it. And then across, like, the little driveway thing was, like, another apartment like that, and me and my mom lived in that one. And so I don't remember, like, what day it was or whatever, but me and my cousin, like, left my grandma's and went over to my house, and he, like, helped me, like, save myself. And so I've been saved since that day. And then recently, on December 3rd of 2018, I, like, re-saved myself. I don't know if that's a thing, but, like, I just, like, reconfessed my sins and, like, all of that stuff. So yeah, I, like, re-saved myself on December 3rd of 2018. And when I was doing that, I felt, like, this serene, like, peace just, like, wash over me. And, like, my eyes were closed as I was, like, talking out loud. And, like, my eyes right now, when they're closed, like, all I see is, like, dark and, like, redness and, like, black and whatever, but like when I had my eyes closed that night, and keep in mind my room was pitch dark, like my room's even light right now, like I'm sitting in front of a window and like all I see is like black, but like when I did this at night in the pitch dark and my eyes are closed, I didn't see black, like it was just like pitch, like the brightest white you can imagine filled my like eyelids, like that's all I could see was just this like brightest white light ever, and I was just filled with this peace and calmness and like feeling that like I had no worries in the world, even though I have like so many worries in my head, like I don't know what I'm doing at all, but like I was just so calm and peaceful and had like felt like I had no worries, like everything was gonna work out and be great and everything was just gonna be so good. And I loved that feeling. Like that feeling was great. It was so good. And now I'm just like, how do I get back to that feeling? Like every time like I talk, like I don't get that feeling anymore every time I talk to him, and I don't know if it's just because he's not listening or I just haven't like opened myself as much as I think I have, which is weird because like I said, like I've believed in God my entire life, so like shouldn't I be completely open? Yeah, I don't know. I love how this turned into a video about me telling you how I heard his voice, and now it's just like me like ranting and trying to get like all my thoughts out on this topic right now. Like, great. Yeah, I don't know if like I don't know, like am I just like, if I read the Bible more, like will that help me? Like I've started reading like the Bible from like the first page, like whatever. But it just gets so boring sometimes. Honestly, it does. But I mean, like if I keep reading the Bible, like will that like help me like open up more, like, and have like, if I'm reading the Word of God, like will he like come to me? Will he speak to me? Like I don't know. Like how do I get it so that like all these people are like, I hear God, like he speaks to me, like I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now, like he's telling me what path to follow and like all of this stuff, and I'm like I could use that, but like I can't hear anything, so like why can't I hear? Like, that's my question. Why can't I hear? Why can't I just know and sense it and like do all this stuff like other people can do? Like why? Like is it because I have to read the Bible more? Like what is it? Like, and I started going to church too. There's this church here in my city that I started going to. I've gone to it twice so far. Once like a year ago and then once like a couple weeks ago. I just haven't been able to go since because I've been working lately on like the Saturdays. Like I work tomorrow, today's Saturday, I work tomorrow, but after tomorrow I shouldn't be working Saturdays anymore because I changed my availability to not be able to work Saturdays because of church. So yeah, because I have this plan where I'm gonna like go to church on Sundays, and then I'm gonna come home from church and I'm gonna like reflect on like everything that I heard and learned at church, and then I'm gonna like read the Bible and like kind of just like focus on that stuff on Sunday as much as I can. But yeah, that is the story on how I heard his voice, his, Jesus, God, him, like capital H, him, as I was waking up. I don't know what it means or like anything. I don't know if, because my grandma said I have to seek him for myself, so that means like I have to like do everything I'm doing right now, but like more, so that I can hear him, and then like he'll guide me to do whatever it is that I was supposed to do. When I heard Timothy 1 and Revelations 1 and 2, like it's all very confusing, and I just need someone to help me out just a little bit, just give me a little bit of answers and just help me figure out how I'm supposed to get through, how I'm supposed to do this, because I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I need help. Yeah, that's my story. My problems, my concerns and questions. If you know anything and would like to answer and help me out, comment section, always use it. I always look at my comments whenever people like do comment. I look at them, and my Twitter DMs are always open, so like if you want to DM me on Twitter, you can. I like always answer those too. Yeah, if you don't know but you have questions yourself and just like maybe you think we can figure stuff out together, like comments, DM me on Twitter, like it's all good, like go do it. Yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed.